I will distort some things I've realized. I said I would read verbatim, but I will not tell you good morning, good afternoon to you. It is an honor on behalf of Minister of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries to deliver the closing remarks at the end of what has been a rich, candid and deeply consequential 14th National Forum on Agriculture and Food Security, convened under the theme Investing in Irrigation to Build a Climate Resilient Smallholder Farmer in Uganda. Permit me to thank the Economic Policy Research Center for once again convening the national platform and for grounding our conversation in evidence from the Uganda National Household Survey, the National Panel Survey, the 2024 Census, and MAIF Administrative Records 2010, 2011 through 2024, 2025. The theme has guided a thorough and sobering but necessary diagnosis. We have been reminded that over 95% of Uganda's agriculture remains rain-fed, that the long rains have contracted from 9 months to about 6, that drought shocks are now widespread across virtually all sub-regions in the country, and that these shocks translate directly in measurable losses in crop productivity per acre and into deeper income poverty among about the very households we are mandated to serve. The evidence presented in all the discussions we've had today make it unambiguously clear that for Uganda's 80% smallholder farmer base, irrigation is no longer a discretionary investment. It is a frontline instrument of climate adaptation, household food security, and rural economic resilience. Investing in it, in every sense of the term, is investing in Uganda's future. From the keynote address, the technical presentation and the panel discussions, several issues have been crystallized, and I wish to carry them forward on behalf of the ministry. First, despite consistent prioritization of irrigation across NDP 1 to 4, and despite landmark instruments such as the National Irrigation Master Plan 2010 to 2035, the area under irrigation has remained relatively stagnant, and our cumulative water for production storage has stalled. Second, household level uptake of irrigation, as confirmed by the 2024 census, remains far below what our investments would suggest. The moderator did not give me time. I hope I can go up to 2 p.m. Third, our financing architecture, spanning government co-financing under UGIFT, Nexus, Green, Solar Program, Pay-as-you-go models offered by Sun Culture and others remains relatively donor-dependent, particularly when traced across the last 3 planning cycles. And fourth, smallholder farmers continue to be constrained by high co-financing obligations of between 25 to 75%, low water yields at some sites, recurrent maintenance and repair costs, vandalism of equipment, weak after-sales support, and limited extension follow-up. These are not new problems, but the evidence presented today obliges. There are words which seem simple, but they are very hard for some of us. Obliges us to confront them with renewed urgency and a sharper sense of coordination. Allow me, therefore, to outline the policy directions that MAIF will take forward from this forum. We will work with Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development and the National Planning Authority to protect and progressively grow the domestic financing share for water for agricultural production so that our irrigation agenda becomes less vulnerable to external funding cycles. We will deepen our partnership with Ministry of Water and Environment on the National Irrigation Master Plan, with particular attention to expanding cumulative storage capacity, to citing decisions that reflect actual water availability and farmer demand. With the Ministry of Local Government and our district local governments, we will review the co-funding models of the micro-scale irrigation program to ensure that they are genuinely affordable for smallholder households. We shall continue to support the scaling up of pay-as-you-go, micro-leasing and credit-based models that lower the entry barrier for the farmer. Lastly, we will work with partners to institutionalize the monitoring, evaluation and learning systems needed to track uptake, sustainability and impact at household level. The ministry reaffirms without reservation its commitment to agricultural transformation and to building a climate resilient smallholder farmer. Irrigation, mechanization, improved inputs, extension services, and market access must be advanced as a single integrated package, not as competing line items. This is the spirit of NDP4, and it is the spirit in which we intend to act. Let us leave this forum with renewed determination to invest in practical, scalable, and sustainable irrigation solutions that turn our policy intentions into water for farmers, food on the table, and dignity in the homestead. The work ahead is significant, but so is our collective capacity to do it. I thank you and hereby formally declare the 14th National Forum on Agriculture and Food Security closed. Thank you.